To CypherHaunt. My name is Labor, and this is part 2 of UMining. Now, in our last video, we talked about what UMining is and how you can actually use them to mine crypto. And today, we're going to be talking about what are the best wallets for mining and what are the best mining pools that you can join and how you can actually monitor your mining activity every single day. So this is not a financial advice, it's my opinion only, you guys. Please do your own research before you invest, and this is a sponsored mining review. Now, if we look over on the history of mining in the past 2 months, even though that the profitability of, for example, A9 Zmaster has gone down to $53, it is still pretty good to mine. And the reason why is because the cost of the miner itself has gone down as well. So if you were to do a little bit of math and figure out when is the break-even point, for example, if you were to invest the 4,000 into this machine, with the UMining being a distributor and with the even with the contract that comes to about 5,000 for the hosting, you would still break even in 3.5 months by mining Zcash. Now you can also get paid with Bitcoin with UMining. So you have basically options of what do you like, either the exact cryptocurrency that you mine or Bitcoin. Now, what are the best wallets there for mining? The way that you can kind of look at it is how long you want to keep those coins in your wallet. For example, if you want to keep it for a long term, the benefits for you come with the hardware wallets such as Nano S or Trezor. I personally use Nano Ledger S. It has been really good for me and it's cheaper than Trezor, so I tend to go with that one. As far as if you want to use mobile wallets, you have Jax for Apple, or if you'd like to use the for the iPhone, basically. If you'd like to use the Android, that you can use, then you can use the free wallet, which is equivalent to Jax. My Ethereum wallet is not really good for mining. I would advise against that. And Coinbase, I find it to be very interesting. Now, the reason why Coinbase wallet is good is because it actually guarantees 100% crypto insurance for you. And the way that they can do that is because they only keep 2% of the coins online, and the rest they have it off storage. And you can read about their guidelines here. Now, there are some fees involved, and Coinbase is tend to be the most expensive crypto wallet out there. But if you're looking in the sense of trading or getting paid directly in Bitcoin, Coinbase is actually really good to use. Okay. Some of the best wallets for Zcash out there, again, the reviews point out it's basically between the Ledger Nano S and the mobile wallet if you want to get paid in every day. However, one thing that I did find out is that every time, so there is a basically a mining pool fee and there is a withdrawal fee from the mining pool. So every time you withdraw, you have to pay a fee. And if you withdraw little amount, you'd actually pay more fees. So some of the guys here basically saying that they're transferring to their Jax wallet and then they transfer it to the Nano S ledger, but I think you can actually directly put in the mining rewards from the pool to the actual hardware wallet. And most of the reviews here came out positive as well, so you can directly mine from there. Okay. And I'll leave all the links below so you can read through this and see what the best is for you in your mind. Okay. All right, so if you look at the mining pool, so the best website that I like here, it's called the investune.com, and it will show you all of the different mining pools for the particular coin that you like to mine. Now, for these purposes, we're looking at Zcash. So the mining pools that are available here are quite a lot, and the one that I tend to like are the ones that have the location globally. Now, the way that you want to look at it is it all varies, you guys, right? So the pool, it is centralized. It could change, for example, its difficulty, or it could change, the reward type that they're paying out. So you want to basically look at it as this is good for now, but maybe you try a pool for a month or so, and then you try another pool, and you can kind of compare. Now it is more advantageous for you if you were to use and stay in one pool for a long period of time if you use the PPLNS. Okay, so the difference between the reward types here, and you should definitely read this article, it's basically telling you if you were to use the standard for pay, it's basically pay per last lock and shares. That is all about how lucky you are or how lucky the pool is that you're in. So basically, it's calculating your payment based on the number of shares you submit during your shift. So if you just joined, and then in the next 2 hours you basically get a reward, then you get it, and then your miner could go offline, or basically if, it depends on what difficulty you are, right? But the pay per share method, it basically takes away the luck factor out of it. And the way that it does is that it guarantees you a return within 24 hours. So if you look at the two different pools, for example, if you look at the F2 pool, or if you look at the slash pool, the F2 pool uses the pay per share. And if you go to their website and you type in your hash rate, it'll tell you the exact revenue that you will get per day in Zcash. And it will be lower than what you would get, for example, in a slash pool, technically because they have bigger fees. However, slash pool, the way that you get paid, it uses the lag factor. So it's not guaranteed basically. Now, if you do get lucky and you can join two and you can compare the both, it really depends. The article here points out that if you stay in the pool, then actually the one that has the luck factor in it, it's more advantageous for you because the miners will come in and come out, and since your miner stays there, technically it should be more lucky. Okay? Also, you want to look at the difficulty. So the difficulty, the difference is you can have the set difficulty or you can have the variable difficulty. The difference between the two is that how hard you want your miner to work. Now, if you have a set difficulty which is high, and you should read this article here, I'll leave a link below. Basically, it's stating that if you are pushing your miner to do a harder work, then there is a good chance that that miner can actually overheat and shut down. So you basically want to see what is the best output, right, for the difficulty for your miner. Because even though you can run your miner at a higher level and it can provide basically more shares to the pool, it doesn't mean that there is a high chance that it actually shut down. So in the research that I found, to me, variable difficulty is actually a little bit better than the set difficulty because there is a chance of that downtime for your miner. Okay. Now, when you look at the pool, also look at the ping. This basically means that where the actual pool is located. Obviously, this one is in Italy, so it's far away. I wouldn't recommend it if you're in US. You probably want to look at something that is global. Again, slash pool is really good. Nano pool is also good as well. Okay. Now, there are a couple of pools that provide things such as no fees, and this means that there are no fees on the pool itself to join it. Okay, it doesn't mean that there are no fees when you take the money out. But basically, these promotions out there are good for some time. However, you should know that basically they will have a fee at some point. So maybe it's good to join and try out that pool for a month and see how much money you can actually earn, and then you can move to another pool. Okay? So basically, when you look at the mining pool, you want to see the size of the pool. Obviously, the bigger, the better for your luck, right? The hash rate, how many machines out there. You can look at the location. You see the different types of rewards, really dependable on your risk factor, and the difficulty of how hard you want to push your miner to work. Obviously, the more difficulty, the higher chance that it's going down. And the payout frequency. So some of the pools will have a set payout, and some of the pools that you actually will use, they will have a payout where you basically need to take the money out yourself. So it's not automatic. Now to set actually up the mining pool, if you go to /pool, they will actually show you the beginner's guide, and it's fairly simple on how to join. So once you have your wallet and you have your pool figured out, basically you can see that there is going to be a couple of steps that you will need to do when you actually take the money out, right? So you set your wallet, you pick a pool, you connect your wallet to that pool, and then you can download an app to track your mining activity. Now there's tons of apps out there that I found, and most of them are found on App Store. I'm sure Android has the same thing. The one that I like is the ASI mining pool monitor, and basically it will tell you if the miner goes offline or not. So it'll basically send you an update stating like, hey, your miner is down, and it'll show you which miner it is. So really helpful, because then you can contact, for example, UMining, and you can let them know that the miner is down and it needs to be rebooted. Okay, now when you're looking at steps to take the money out and what are the fees potentially that you will pay. So dependable on the pool that you will join, it is between 1% to 5% mining pool fee. Again, there are some pool fees that allow you to join for free for a portion of the time, but it all can change, right? So just expect that it's between 1 to 5%. Also, there is going to be roughly a 1% when you take the money out of the pool and you put it into your wallet on the exchange. Now, if you were to take the money out and put it in your wallet, that's pretty much, you think to yourself, okay, the job is done. But remember, you still need to be able to trade it. And especially if you're like me, if you're thinking that it's better to be more rich in Bitcoin, then you need to transfer it to an exchange, and then you'll pay another 1% basically to, or depending on the exchange, to exchange Zcash to Bitcoin. And then you need to pull it out and put it on, like, let's say, Coinbase wallet. So all of those steps take time, and of course you'll pay fees to do all of those steps. Now the advantage is that UMining has, it actually has a custom account management service where they basically do it for you. Now the difference is this, and if you have 1 miner to 10 miners and you're capable to do it all yourself, it's fairly easy. However, if you have maybe 50 or 100 miners there, then it could get a bit challenging because you need to monitor them all and you need to do all of those transfers. So you can basically take a look at what UMining has to offer. Okay. Another thing, remember what you're actually mining, Zcash. I will do a full review on what Zcash is, but it's basically a privacy coin, and it's actually being the lead out there. So you can compare it to the Monero. And the rumors is that Zcash is actually might get on Coinbase, so that should pump up its price quite a bit, right? So these are basically it. I hope you guys liked the video. If you have any questions or concerns, please leave a comment below. I'd love to respond to them all. Thank you all for watching.